Hello, my name is Pony7 and welcome back to FrostPunk, the society survival builder by the guys who did this War of Mine. So far, we've been doing fairly okay. We got a beacon just built, so we now go back to our city. And I still need to do a little bit of management here. I no longer need these guys working directly there. I can just have them working in there, which will save me a little bit of manpower and also max out the researchers. We need 40 wood and 5 guys, so we'll have to wait for 1 wood short. Of course we are. Well, we'll max out the hunters here. So they'll bring in 15, which is 30 food rations a day. Oh. People from our convoy, ready to search. People cheer as the giant observation balloon soars above the city. This is a real feat, as everybody feels proud of the work they've done to make it happen. Volunteers have lined up, eager to go looking for our lost people in the Frostland. The woman who came forward earlier is among them. We need a win. We needed a win. I'm going to... Nope, not technology. I'm going to build this road around. There. Still some people working on this coal pile. Probably put 9 there. Leave 5. The 5 that we're going to need for the scout team. Out there. The beacon. Alright, the generator is at 50% overdrive. Temperature overlay. It's livable right now, but I want to play it safe because the generator is important. We need the generator to stay alive. About 2 days, about a day. So I'm gonna turn off the overdrive. They aren't gonna like it. They're gonna be cold. It's gonna warm up again very shortly. I wonder sometimes what the purpose of our struggle is. We can keep going like this for a while, I'd say. We're now researching better hunting gear. They brought back a little bit of food. Although, again, we have enough for a day. About wood crates depleted. Yeah, except we're using this, so they're bringing... They got 8 and wood there. Although we have enough wood now. For a new scout team. Numerous tents. We can see people moving about. This must be the lost members of our expedition. It would take 11 hours for them to arrive. They've been sent. So now, hopefully, they'll find people. Hunter's gear researched. Turn up to 20 raw food from each hunt. So, effectively, right now, with the way we have it set up, we're getting 50% more food than we were at the very start, which is a kind of nice position to be in. Eating. Let's get heaters started because some of these buildings can't operate at certain temperatures, so we can directly heat them at the cost of a little bit more coal. One of our people died. Lack of treatment. Yes, we're gonna need another medic center. Which is then too cold. First step. More people has just died. Sickness, accidents, and deadly cold will keep claiming lives in this harsh world. We need a way to dispose of the body. Now, another choice. Cemetery or corpse disposal? Because corpse disposal allows us organ transplants. The cemetery doesn't. Basically, with dignity and respect. Hope will rise slightly. No risk of disease from unburied bodies. Each burial will keep some people from work for a few hours. you will have to establish a cemetery. Or just corpse disposal. New building snow pit, no risk of disease. Bodies are preserved for potential further use. You have to dig a snow pit. Hope will fall, discontent will rise. I'm gonna go with cemetery.
Hear me. New law in the city.
Alright, and the cemetery takes 10 wood. There can only be one cemetery in the city. Oh, and here. And then we had an amputation. I see. I'm gonna overdrive the generator again for a little bit. I probably could have pushed it a little bit farther, but I'd rather not have the generator explode, so I decided to play it safe, which potentially caused the death in that. Steel wreckage depleted. That's over here. Now the only thing I have left is wood crates. Although I can place a sawmill there fairly good. The cemetery has been established. Now we can put our dead to rest. Hope rises. And put all of our engineers into this building except it's cold, so they won't work. However, very shortly the temperature will rise by 1 heat level. What I think is this first initial bout is like, hey, yeah, temperature is going to drop. You need to be prepared for it. Then we have one amputee who can't work, which is less than ideal by a very large margin. Scouts have reached the lost expedition to explore. We entered the camp. Appearing out of the driving snow, a choir of excited voices welcome us. Thank God you found us. We've been wandering for days until we couldn't go on any longer. Soon we begin to starve. Children and adults surround us, right packed and ready to go. They discovered gloomy cave, sturdy shelter. So we can either escort them to the city, which will guarantee that these people make it back, or we can send them on their own and continue scouting. Which means some of them may die. In this stage, we do kind of need people. Especially since we just had one guy die, and an amputee. So we'll escort them to the city. So the scouts are now coming back, and it takes like half as long. 5 hours and 24 minutes. It took them 11 hours the first time. This is because they're traveling a known route. They've been here before, so they're going faster than if they were just going the first time. That also means we're going to need more houses to accommodate these incoming people. We're also going to need another hunter's hut. Everybody's working. Generator is at 78%. Made it so far. I think we can survive anything. Oh, you'd be surprised, buddy. But the temperature is about to rise 1 degree. They have returned. Now. Oh. Here's a little cutscene of them arriving. People from our convoy. Reunions. It's heartwarming to see families reunite after so many hardships, but shouldn't there be other settlements nearby? The first expeditions left London long ago. They ought to be well established by now. They'll surely help us find our footing. We will look for the others. Radical treatment. A frightened patient. One of our people is facing death, but he's still refusing amputation. He keeps screaming that he doesn't want anyone to touch his leg, and he won't change his mind, even though gangrene will kill him in a matter of hours. This person will be left as an amputee. This person will probably die. Keep him alive. Cut off his leg. We can fix the amputee part. We can't fix the dead part. We'll have to wait for work time and more wood. Search for others trailing the wilderness. Yes, that is right. I need, yeah, the sturdy shelter. Gloomy cave. Or the observatory. There's smoke over it. Let's send the scouts. Well, let's go to the Lost Expedition first, because it's now only 6 hours to arrive instead of the 11. We'll get there much quicker than going straight to the Gloomy Cave. It'll cut a little bit of time off their trek. So the generator is working, all nice and good. We do need to bump up coal production though. Go and get more coal being gathered. Work time.
The work shift starts.
There we go. Oh, and we can sign a new law. Could go straight for a ceremony of funerals, but care house. Gravely kept alive in the care house and no longer burden medical posts. The residents of care house will eat half as much. Hope will rise slightly. You have to build a care house. I will sign that.
Hear me, hear me. New law in the city.
Build a couple tents for. They're still gonna have 5 homeless. However, I'm also gonna need care house, which is 30 wood. So in a moment, heaters have been researched. Let's get the care house in. And yes, I know we're out of wood, which is not the best for research. Steam hub. We are going to want those because this generator only extends so far, so we need to basically build mini generators that run off of it. Oh, they're waiting. Didn't even realize. Sturdy shelter. A bulky cylindrical construction stands on a small hill. The Union Jack flies over it, but there's no sign of movement. They have 14 hours to arrive. Let go. Care house promise fulfilled. Hope rises. Wood crates depleted. Is that you done? Nope. And you still have some wood. But very shortly, we're going to be out of wood. How much wood is left there? 39. Right. Sawmill. And let's get that going. Got one hungry. Cold homes. Captain, some of our people are concerned about the low temperature in their homes. They quite sensibly point out that it's easy to fall ill when it's cold and ask you to address the problem. Two of the cold homes. These are the homes on the outer ring. I don't have the hopefully we'll be able to get it, but I don't have the mini generator. Yeah, these are chilly. These homes are livable. And the temperature's going to drop again in a couple days, 4 days to be precise. But I also need the sawmill. Because without the sawmill, we're going to run out of wood. Because I think we're already on the last wood crates that we have on this map. So we do need to get the sawmill, or else it will be up a creek without a paddle very quickly. We'll have to wait for this. They're going. They're gonna go out. 20 wood. 20 food. Yeah, we're out of food rations as well. And there's some. Yeah, the guys in the outer ring are getting sick. But I can't do anything about it right now. Scouts have reached sturdy shelter. The shelter is well supplied and built to withstand even the worst weather. An advanced steam heating system protects it from the cold. The trail leads to another city. The shelter is comfortable and well equipped with emergency supplies. There's a notice posted by the heavy round door. To all scientists, if you use any supplies, remember to notify the quartermaster upon return to the city. This means there's another city out there. A signpost by the trail points in two directions. London, 1,934 miles. Home, 27 miles. Site discovered, Steel Bridge. We'll take the resources. And I'll send them to the Steel Bridge. And loop around, probably. Because, well, they're starting to get resources, like, that's 100 food rations. That's enough to keep us going. That's enough to feed everybody for a day. And also steam core, which is 5%. Also a good amount of wood, which we need. So we'll just loop them around and come back. At least livable. Heater is off. It's comfortable, so it doesn't need a heater right now. This doesn't need a heater at all. Things are going well. We got the captain to thank for that. God bless our captain. I follow him anywhere. I don't got no food. For a moment, I'll turn off your operation. Got 40 wood. And there's 24 left there. We need more food. Hunter says it's 20. Okay, that would be enough to get some more. Build that there. Then we do need to get the sawmill.
Move. Time to get to
Steel
work.
wreckage depleted. That is you. So we can dismantle the building. That'll give us some wood back, which is good. Gathering post. Alright, that's also been depleted. We'll dismantle this building. Let's get a gathering post up here. It will grab the coal. Then we have to wait for research. Right, that's done. Now we need the steam hub. And we also need to build the sawmill. So we can actually build it right there. That'll get a number of trees. Care house. A note of thanks. Someone has left a note at the care home. It reads, "Thank you. With all the work we have to do, it's so hard for our families to properly care for an invalid. Places like this make life easier for us all. I'm glad I could help. Hope revised slightly." We have a lot of hope right now. This is a good position to be in. We can tank a promise broken here or there. Bridge to Winterhome. A brass plaque on the bridge tower reads, "Built by the people of Winterhome in AD 1887. The bridge is kept completely snow-free by a working automaton." We stopped at the edge of a deep, wide ravine, marveling at the steel bridge spanning it, even more so at the huge automaton sweeping the snow from the roadway. It would be possible to send the machine back to our city or dismantle it for resources. It discovered weather station, large convoy. Send it to the city. The automaton will safely reach the city on our own. Automaton sent to the city. We reprogrammed the automaton and sent it on its way. As it disappeared in the distance, walking steadily towards our city, the first wisps of snow started to settle on the bridge. Now, this scout group. That's where we need to go in order to get to the next thing, but I'm going to start circling around Gloomy Cave. Actually, 21 hours to arrive there, or 11 hours and then however many to get to the cave from there. So automaton will take 1 day and 18 hours to arrive as it slowly makes its way. The search for other cities. Deserted bridge. Finding the bridge to Winterhome prove that we're on the right track. but raised questions. Why was the bridge deserted? Why wasn't the automaton under the care of an engineer? There are logical explanations to it all, but people are growing anxious. We'll find out in Winterhome. Hope falls slightly. Now, you guys... Yeah, we got a good number of people right now. No, so... No. I guess that also works. Meant to just do that.
Finish your labors, people. The work day is up.
It'll get 600 wood from here, so that is a nice little chunk. That we will need more. And we'll also toggle you. So tomorrow it will work. No thanks. A note was left for the doctor who performed the amputation on the frightened patient. It reads, "Thank you. I was in terrible pain and blinded by fear, and my choice would have doomed me. I may be without a limb now, but I'll live. It was the right thing to do. Hope will rise slightly." Yeah, we still have 10 sick, though. Mostly the guys who are in the outer ring. Here it's chilly. However, I can, in these buildings, these outbuildings, I can toggle heaters. You don't need it. Child shelter is fine. You're fine as well. In fact, we also probably need a new child shelter. I can toggle in. You're chilly. I'll actually turn the heater on here in order to warm it up a little bit for the sick. It will consume more coal. Yeah, about 2 days worth of coal now. So unfortunately, I will also need people not within a gathering post. Like this has 1,000 coal it will gather, and it's a little bit slower, but it also allows your people to have a warmer position than if you just sent them out. So 6 of one, half a dozen the other. Again, always compromises, and we can sign new law. Prosthetics. The blueprint prosthetics available in the factory. That's well in the future for us at the moment. And they'll be able to work again. That is not what we're going to do. Let us let's actually sign this in. Children from child shelters will help at workshops, speeding up research. Education is the key to our future. Let's teach our children engineering so they can help with new designs.
New law. A new law has passed.
17 hours. We're going to be cutting it close to this promise. Right, it's time for the children to start earning their keep too. A wise decision. Little hands can do a lot of good. They're happy with that, overall. We do, however, need to build another child shelter because we are low. We're gonna have wood again in a moment, so it'll be fine. And then we can just do that. Don't have enough wood. Don't have enough wood there either. Oh, he's waiting. Check out the gloomy cave. 11 hours. So I think he saved a little bit of time. I've forgotten how fast he was going to go beforehand. Let's get moving. I wonder what we'll accomplish today. We made this so far. I think we can survive anything. They're just going to drop and come back up again. There we go. We got more wood. There we go. That road will be built. And now they have a child shelter. And we've got the seam hub. So this will heat these homes. When it's built. Yeah, and they're all going to build. Yeah, that'll be done in time. And then they'll turn on, and then these homes will be livable. Basically, it creates a mini heat zone around it, although it does require more coal. Yep, keep homes warm, so now we have to keep them warm. A child's plea. Captain, we found a boy frozen to the bone in the cemetery next to a fresh grave. He must have been there for hours. He wants you to call an emergency meeting. It says if you agree, his mother will wake up to attend it. He must face his loss. Hope will fall slightly. There's nothing we can do there. Nothing we can do at all. Now, coal is not going to last forever either. Oh, we also need better houses. That takes 50 wood. Don't have that at the moment, but we should have that actually momentarily. How much are they producing? They're producing 8 an hour. There we go. Get drawing boards. 8 hungry. Goats of roots to gloomy cave. Beset by beasts. We can hear terrified shrieks coming from a cave uphill. When we come closer, several polar bears turn towards us, blocking the entrance. There are people trapped inside, and these beasts are picking them off one by one and feasting on them. The bears will kill the survivors. People in the cave will live. Scouts will escort them to the city if they survive. Risk attacking the bears. Oh, we need that. Oh god. When our scouts attacked the bears, people in the cave joined them, and together they drove the beasts away. Unfortunately, the scouts died from their injuries. They say set out towards our city, guided by a map made by the scouts. Yeah, we just lost not only the scouting group, but 200 wood, 100 rations, and a steam core. That's the thing that stings the most. Is the loss of a steam core. Because we can't make them. We can only find them. That is unfortunate, to say the least. Now, of course, we're going to have to draft some scouts from some people from somewhere. Makes it that there's 5 available. Yeah, they're going to chew through this coal pile. In fact, it will be gone in 19 hours. 14 sick. 11. Shift's ending. Oh. Nope. Why? I don't know why I did that. Let's actually stick an engineer in here for the moment, just to help out when that comes around again. It's like about 2 days of coal. Of course, the temperature's going to drop again by 1 level, so we're going to have to raise the put it into overdrive for a little bit in order to maintain our promise. There we go. Free time is about to end, so they're about to get back to work. Yep, let's get moving. Wonder what we'll accomplish today. Let's thank the Lord for all his blessings.
The work shift starts.
Create a new scout team. Head for the observatory. That really stings, losing that. It really, really stings. There's a chance, but I hoped that the scouts would survive. And here's our automaton. Automatons. And scroll down. Automatons. Can replace entire work crews at most workplaces. They are produced in the factory and work 24 hours per day. Their initial efficiency is 60%, but can be raised by research upgrades. It recharges itself twice daily from the generator or a steam hub without interfering with its operation. Basically, it works continuously, but it's expensive. 100 steel, 100 wood, a steam core, and 50 coal. Plus, you need a steam core for the factory, I believe. So, it's not cheap. But sometimes cheap is not an option. That's being done. Drawing boards. Then I'm thinking we're going to have to go coal thumper. However, we are going to need to make a new hunter's hut. There's some more wood. Word of advice using automatons. Our first automaton is operational. This will help our economy greatly. Automatons can replace entire manual labor crews. They work around the clock with short breaks to refuel the generator. We can research upgrades to raise our efficiency and capacity. There it is there. The Light Norwegian. I mean, we could dismantle it, but we get less back than if we dismantled it there with the scouts, so, no. And I'm gonna tell it, in order to save coal, we can turn that off, have it work here. It will work less efficiently, but it will work continuously. Drawing boards have been researched, so now we can go for better houses. But we also need to think, because we're running low on coal. We could go for coal mining, charcoal kiln, 70 wood per standard workday, producing 120 coal, 240. So I mean, you could use a charcoal kiln in order to boost your production over a coal thumper. 560 coal per standard workday, enough for 2 gathering posts. Let's research the coal thumper. So we are running low on coal. We'll actually probably place it over here, beside this gathering post that's already working. Just make that a little coal area. Potentially. And she's walking around, and then it will go rotate and start working there. And just sits on the building and operates the machinery. New arrival. Survivors reach the city. Sir, a group of survivors has reached our city. They are tired. They'll need a place to rest, a bite to eat, and perhaps some medical attention. They are ready to lend a hand whenever they can. I see. Now we need more homes. Let's build this ring around here. Yes, we're wasting a little bit of space. Actually, let's not waste space. Let's connect that there. And build a ring around these buildings as well. And one there, and then that's our lot for wood at the moment. Although we are still going to have now some production continuously coming in, which is nice. And we're going to need one more. Well, we're going to need a steam hub here, which is not the best. Let's actually move it out up here a little bit, just preemptively planning ahead. Those will all be built. Most people will be sheltered. Still 2 homeless. We now have enough wood. And that will be within a heat zone. Adjacent to street. There should be a street being built here. You're adjacent to a street there. Scouts have reached the observatory. Survivors. Instead of astronomers, we're met by some of our lost people. They explained that they came here for help, but found everybody dead. The astronomers continued their observations until they starved. What was so important for them? They wrote it up in their diaries. The loss of sunlight can't be explained wholly by the fouling of the atmosphere by the southern volcanoes. The sun is dimming. They discovered crash site. We'll escort to the city. But I'm gonna call the episode here. We got some more work done. We did lose a set of scouts, which is unfortunate. But now we can... Let's just zoom in out of the wind. We're now ready to keep on going and hope so far things are looking fairly good. But I'd like to thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you all next time.